If you like my dad's videos, please subscribe to QA Insights channel.
In this episode 3 of APM and Observability series, today we are going to talk about Instana. Instana was a startup company founded in the year 2015. Last year, IBM acquired Instana, and recently the acquisition got completed. Instana is the first and only fully automated APM solution designed for microservices and cloud-native applications. You can deploy Instana agent for web, mobile, serverless, and cloud. It supports hundreds of technologies and integrations. If you want to just play with Instana, you can sign up in play-with.instana.io to get to know about the user interface and other features. Using Instana, you can monitor the web applications, mobile applications, services, Kubernetes clusters, and also serverless functions. You can also monitor the whole infrastructure. It has the feature called RCA, where you can drill down to the root cause. It also has the automatic discovery, where you can automatically discover the pods, containers, and other information. And it supports OpenTelemetry, Jaeger, and other standards. The core feature of Instana is the unbounded analytics, where you can slice and dice what's going on in your infrastructure. So this will be very helpful for DevOps and SRE folks to understand better. And also it has the feature called pipeline feedback, where you can correlate with your releases with your performance and other aspects. So these are the core features of Instana. In this video, we are going to scratch the surface of Instana. It is not possible to cover each and every feature, but we are going to run sample application and we are going to monitor in Instana. To get started, just go to instana.com/trial and sign up for a 14-day trial version. There is no community edition. There is no need to enter the credit card. And also you can play around with Robot Shop. So this project is available in GitHub, where you can deploy this and you can monitor the performance in the Instana UI. So in the demo, we are going to deploy Robot Shop, and also we are going to see what's going on in the Instana UI by running the load testing, and we are going to try to understand the features of Instana. To get started with Robot Shop, just go to github.com/instana/robot-shop and clone this repository. To sign up Instana, just go to instana.com/trial and sign up, and you'll be able to successfully log in into your region. So once you log in into your Instana, everything will be blank like this. And we are going to get started by deploying the agent. So we are going to deploy the agent in the Ubuntu box, and we are going to deploy the Robot Shop and see what's going on when we run the load test. To deploy the agent, you can just click on this deploy agent button. So this will bring up the instructions to get started. So here, as you see in the left side, we have variety of platforms and also the operating system and other integrations. We are going to run the Docker container. So when you click on Docker menu here, it will display the command you want to run. So this will have the Instana agent endpoint, port number, and the agent key. So this agent key, you have to keep it confidentially. And let me click on this copy, and let us go back to the Ubuntu box. So here I have already cloned my Robot Shop. So here, if you just type LL or LS, you can see the list of contents here. We are going to make use of docker compose.yaml to deploy the Robot Shop. Before that, let me clear my screen and understand our box core. We have around 2 cores running, so it is not very powerful, but we can run some medium load here. Now let me clear my screen and go back to the Instana UI, and let me click on this copy button and let us deploy the Instana agent. And if you hit enter, so this will start the Instana agent and then it will run in the background. Let me clear my screen. And if you type docker ps, you can see the Instana agent. Now let us go back to the Instana UI and let us click on this more and click on agents. So this will display the how many number of agents we have deployed. So right now it is displaying 0 because we have to wait for a couple more seconds to get it reported. Okay, now our agent has been deployed because it is displaying in the Instana UI. Agents are reporting, data is being collected. So we are good with agent. Now let me click on go to Instana here. Now it's time to deploy our robot shop. Let us go back to the Ubuntu box here, and we are going to make use of Docker compose -f, and we are going to run Docker compose YAML up command and -d, which will run in the background. So this will create the relevant networks containers, and then it will start all the services. So here we have to wait at least a couple more minutes so that everything will be healthy and running. Now let us type a docker space ps to understand what's going on in our containers. As you see, all the containers which are up and running and healthy, and this is our UI port number. Now let us go back to the browser and let us launch the localhost 8080 and hit refresh. You can see the Stance robot shop. And here you can see at the bottom left, you can see some anonymous some number. So this is our request or a unique session ID. And as you see here, this particular application built using various technologies like Nginx, AngularJS, Java, Python, Golang, etc. So this will be very helpful to understand our Instana capabilities. So this robot shop is a fictional shop where you can just browse for the robots and you can place the order. Now let us expand this categories and let us click on some random products and let us try to add to cart, and let us go to the cart number and let us check out the product. So here you have to select the country and you have to enter the city name, and it will automatically pops out. Select the right city and click on calculate and then confirm. And if you click on pay now, you will get the order ID. So very typical flow. So we are going to run the locust script for the load testing. So this particular locust script has been already built, which is part of your GitHub repository. And we are going to run with say 5 or 10 threads, and then we can see what's going on in our performance. So now let us go back to the Instana, and if you hit a refresh, you can see some data under applications. This robot shop is made up of multiple technologies and services. And if you just see under all services, we have around 5. And if you just click on the 5 services, it will bring up the dashboard. Here you can see the charts and other details. On the left side, we can see the number of calls. So just now we have sent some calls. So it is displaying the HTTP number. And in the top right, you can see there is a live streaming. So if you check this box, it will stream live, or you can just go back using the time presets. Now let us click on last 5 minutes and see what's going on in our application. And here, if you see the top services, this is a RS-shipping. So the latency is 220 milliseconds. And here also in the left side, there is a chart for the infrastructure issues and changes. And right now there is something going on in our box. Mainly it should be CPU, because it's very underpowered machine. And in calls, you can see various error codes and call count and latency over time and distribution and other typical dashboard details. And if you want to deep dive into this particular dashboard, you can click on this analyze calls. So analyze calls, it will take you to the analytics section, so the unbounded analytics. So here you can filter by the application, as you see here, and also the services, and you can group and you can plot the charts, and it will display the relevant details. And left side, you can filter out using the various filters, and everything is self-explanatory here. Now let us go back to the home page and let us go to the all services here, and let us understand what's going on in this particular page. So in summary, we will get some high-level information, some charts and other details. And if you click on dependencies, you will get everything in one snapshot. So everything means your components, your services, so which service is talking to which service, etc. So those details we can see clearly in the dependencies. And if you just wait for a few seconds, you can see the small animation. So which component is talking to which component. So that information you can see it clearly here. And there are multiple options you can apply. You can apply by incoming calls, max latency, or you can disable the sizing, etc. And you can also search in the right side. And if you click on services, So here you can see the list of services and its technologies and other details. So which service is being called more. So here if you see the payment service, so there are around 28 calls and there are 2 endpoints. Similarly, we have Spring Boot, Node.js, PHP, and no calls are failing, which is good. And latency, again, you can see the relevant latency, and then you can also apply some filters here. And if you click on error messages, you can see the error messages. Log, you can see the logs. Infrastructure, you can see the infrastructure details. And the configuration, you can customize your perspective. So this is what available in the services. The top left, you can see the stack information. So this application is running on Ubuntu. So those details you can see. How many containers are running, what is the memory usage, CPU. So everything you can see in the stack. And upstream and downstream, you can see the upstream and downstream components. And if you click on analyze call, it will take you to the analytics. So this is what you see in the all services. Okay, right now we don't have much traffic. So right now we are not seeing any issues. But if you load your application with some number of threads, then we can see. Now let us go back to the Ubuntu box. Let me clear my screen. And if you see here, there is a Docker Compose for your load testing. So we're not going to use this YAML. So instead I'm going to go inside the load gen. And here if you see, there is a shell file for the load generator. So if you execute this load gen and if you hit enter, so this will start your locust script using one client, and then it will keep on running. So basically it will log in into the application, and then it will do some business transaction, and then it keeps on doing the same thing again and again. So I'm not going to run with one client, so I'm going to terminate this. So instead let us start with 10 clients. So -n, and if you type the number, the load, so these many clients will be executed in the locust script. So right now we are running with 10. So now let us go back to the Instana UI and let us wait for a couple minutes, and then we can see increase in the latency and also increase in the HTTP calls. Okay, now we are seeing some load coming up. So 10 threads was not sufficient to simulate the load. So I increased it to 20 threads, and right now we are seeing some errors here and also the increase in the latency. So here if you see, the number of calls is around 1000, and also you can see the infrastructure issues changes here, and the payment service which is clocking around 450 milliseconds. And there is some error here. So let us go to the error and see what's going on. And if you click on this block, you will get some options, view in analyze, highlight in all charts, and other options. Now let us go to view in analyze. So here it will automatically take you to the analytics section, and here if you just select this, you can see the number of errorness call rate is 100%. And if you click on this particular call, so this is the call which is causing the issue. So this will drill down to the particular endpoint, and here it is displaying the 2 subcalls and 1 error, and the latency is around 1.64 seconds. And on the right side you can see the stack details. So right now this particular source of this call has not been traced, that is fine. But if you see the destination, this get cities / code, which is causing 500 internal server error, and the exception is broken pipe. So this will give some information to further deep dive. And if you expand this particular infrastructure, you can see which is causing the issue. So this is the beauty of the Instana Analytics. So here if you just select this particular service, say RS shipping, again it will take you to the dashboard for RS shipping. Now let us go back to the analytics, and if you just click on this infrastructure, and let us click on this shipping service 1.0. And if you click on this particular infrastructure link, it will automatically take you to the Spring Boot app. And here everything is green. As you see, there is nothing going on here. Okay, now let us go back to the analytics, and again let us expand the second one. So this is Java. And if you see here, the threads, number of threads which are running, heap memory and memory pool, GC, suspension. So everything you can see here. So here also again, I don't see any issues, but let us go back to the this Java. So this is the process actually. And here also you can see the CPU usage, memory and open files. Now let us go back again and expand this and click on the robot shop container. So this is our Docker container. And if you just scroll down, you can see the block IO, network, memory limit, CPU and other usage details. And if you go back here and again show content and click on Ubuntu, so this will display the Ubuntu, the box level metrics. So what is the CPU usage, context switches, CPU load, so everything it will display here. So this will help you to find the root cause. Okay, why 500 internal server? So basically this is due to the java.io.exception broken pipe. So this is the stack trace information. Okay, now let us go back to the home page and let us try to understand further. So now if you see the payment service, again the number of the latency is around 680 milliseconds. Now let us go back to payment again, and here if you see the post call pay ID, which is causing this 769 milliseconds. Okay, now let us go inside this particular endpoint and click on analyze calls. This will display the list of calls for this particular endpoint, and here let us sort it by latency. So by default it will go with a mean aggregation. We don't want mean, so let us change it to percentile 95 and let us sort it by descending order. And here if you see the latency is around 888 milliseconds. Now let us go to this call and click on analyze this group. Okay, now let us go inside this particular call, and here you can see the span. So this is what we are seeing in the last class about the tracing. So here if you see the trace ID at the top, which is displaying the trace information, and you can see the span. So this is the HTTP call post, and inside the HTTP there are around 11 subcalls. So here you can see the get, again get CA home, robot shop and some process sale. Now again in the right side you can see the source, destination, and if you just expand this, the infrastructure, you can see the details. So now if you see the payment is taking 888 milliseconds, and paypal.com there is a call to CA, and again there is some get call and dispatch call, and again if you go to the next section, you can see the cart, MongoDB and other details. And if you see just scroll down, you can see in detail. So this is our main call, anonymous 17, and you can see the span, and you can see the messaging. So send to robot shop. So this particular robot shop messaging dispatch, it is taking around 127, and each HTTP call it is taking around 200 milliseconds. Now you can easily identify where you can focus on your performance issues. Now let us click on this particular messaging, because paypal.com is not in our hands, so it is out of context. And if you click on this span, in the right side you can see more details about your calls. So here you can see the tag information, details and infrastructure and profiling. Now let us click on this infrastructure again, and also you can see the profiling here. So profiling information also will be very helpful to deep dive. And if you click on this particular say dispatch, you can see the dispatch. So it's a Go application here. So you can see the Go application. Right now there is no issue. And similarly you can go back to the infrastructure, and then you can see each component. So right now we are not seeing any issues, only the elevated response time. Now what we can do is, let me go back to my Ubuntu box. Let me terminate this particular session, and let us run with say 50 threads, and let us go back to the Instana UI, and let us wait for a few more minutes. So as you see, after increasing the number of threads, we are seeing increase in the latency in our services. So the RS shipping, it is causing around 1.3 seconds. Now let us go to RS shipping and see what's going on. So here let us click on the analyze calls. So this will deep dive into the analytics section, and it will give you the better picture. And this particular call is taking around 729 milliseconds, and post call is taking around 800 milliseconds. Now let us go to the post call, and let us click on this particular anonymous 210. So this particular post call is taking around 4.5 seconds. Now let us expand the infrastructure here, and let us see what's going on in our Java service. And if you click on Java, in the top left side, it is displaying the two issues. And if you click on the 2 issues, it will display the issue description. So this is particular to garbage collection activity high, which happened around 4 minutes ago, and this is around 8 minutes ago. And if you click on view 2 issues, it will take you to the events. So here you can see system load is too high, that is one issue, and garbage collection activity which is high, and it is alert actually. So this is critical. So if you see the red color, this is critical issue, and these are warnings. And if you click on this particular critical activity, you can see what's going on in our Java service. And right now you can see the mark sweep time, and it is working full time basically. So GC is happening all the time, so which is bad. So we have to tune our JVM arguments, or we have to move this particular application to the bigger box. Okay, now let us go back to the home page. And if you click on this stack information, here also you can see the CPU is 100%, and you can see other details. So right now everything is loaded up. And if you click on the Ubuntu here, and here also you can see the issue. Okay, now we have to see about our Java service. So where we can see the Java service. Now let us go back to the home page, and let us click on the all services again. And if you click on the stack and the application, so here you can see the services RS shipping. And if you just click here, and inside the stack and infrastructure, you can see this particular Docker container, and you can see the Java arguments. So this is our Java arguments which we have sent. Probably we have to change this particular argument values. Now if you click on this particular process, and if you click on this copy, and here also you can see the arguments. So this will help you to tune your JVM arguments for the better performance. So this is how you use Instana to deep dive into your application and see what's going on. Okay, now I'm going to show you something interesting. And if you click on this infrastructure, so it will take you to the infrastructure view, and here you can see this is our zone. So let me just zoom in here. Okay, this is my Ubuntu box, and inside this Ubuntu box, so these are the stuffs which I'm running. So here if you just hover your mouse, it will automatically show you the 3D visualization basically. So this is one of the unique feature in Instana. And if you just hover over on your each block, you can see what's going on inside this each component. So right now the Redis has a hit rate below 80%, and our Ubuntu box itself has some high CPU load, etc. And here you can see my operating system and my CPU and max open file, so other details. And if you just expand, you can see the details about your components and other critical information. Like this, you can have hundreds and thousands of instances, and you can see holistically. So this is one of the core feature in Instana. So this will help you to visualize about your whole infrastructure in a 3D way. So before we wind up this particular video tutorial, I'm going to show you the stack trace. So how do you see the stack trace of your code? Now let us click on this analyze calls, and let us go to the say cart, and let us click on this first anonymous call. And here right now we have 3 subcalls as you see here, and assume that you want to see the tracing, the stack trace. So what you can do is you can just click on the relevant span, and on the right side you can get the stack trace. So right now for this particular call we don't have anything, but if you click on this get, and you can see the stack trace, and this will be very helpful to pinpoint which line of code needs some deep dive. And if you just expand the profiling, again, if there is a profiling enabled or if it's available, then you can see the CPU profiling, and infrastructure will display the infrastructure details. So this is how you can also view your stack trace without leaving to the third party some other application or tool. So I hope this particular session is quite helpful to get started with Instana. So what we have seen, we have just scratched the surface of Instana, and of course there are a lot of features are there, but I hope this session is pretty useful. And please let me know if you have any questions. And thanks for watching. Have a good day.
If you like my dad's videos, please subscribe to QA Insights channel.